What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Wayne, the Thrift Nerd. I want you guys to stop what you're doing right now if you are considering starting your own business. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I release new YouTube videos every Sunday, so go ahead and click that little subscription icon in the lower right hand corner of your screen. I am a reseller myself. I sell on eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, and Mercari. New videos dropping every Sunday, you guys, so thank you so much for popping by. We're gonna just kind of go over what you should really think about before you start your eBay business. This would go for any e-commerce business, really. The first thing you gotta consider is, like, what is your goal? Okay, like, what do you want to get out of running an e-commerce business? And as far as I can narrow it down, there's really only like three in my mind. One, you've got a bunch of stuff. Maybe you're a hoarder a little bit, or maybe you just don't get rid of stuff very often and you want to just kind of clear out your closet and make a little bit of extra money. Likewise, you know, reselling can be a really great side hustle. You can make some really good supplemental income and making some pretty good money, you guys. So that's another one. And then, you know, lastly, do you want to go full-time? Are you tired of working a grind? You're going into the office every day, your co-workers are jerks, everybody's annoying, you just want to be your own boss, you want to be an entrepreneur and just kind of get started working for yourself. So depending on which three of these scenarios you choose, that's really going to determine how we answer the rest of the questions in this video. So definitely a good idea to, like, come up with your goal first thing. The next thing you guys have to decide is, like, how much time do you have? You guys, I have an eBay store that has around 450 listings as of right now, and I have an Amazon store which is separate. No joke, I work on my stores every day. No joke, every single day, 4 hours a day. I would say I easily spend 30 hours a week, and I still have a full-time job for now. Looking to break that habit though. If your goal is to do this full-time, but you can only dedicate 5 hours a week and nothing on the weekends, then, like, that's not a very realistic goal, and you need to retool your thinking, right? So how much time can you spend realistically? If you want to just do it on the side for fun and make a little bit of money, you probably could, you know, just spend a handful of hours, 5 hours a week on it, something like that. Like that's doable. If you wanted to go with option B and make this a legitimate side hustle, then the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. You know, if you're doing this full-time, it is a full-time job. And by the way, when you're starting off getting into doing it full-time, it is beyond a full-time job. Like I say, I put in 30 hours, sometimes 40 hours a week on top of my 40-hour-a-week day job, and there's always more to do. I never feel like I'm caught up, but I love it that way because it keeps me going, you guys. So that's another thing to consider. So again, it goes back to your goal. How much time do you have? How much time can you allot to this is going to determine what is a reasonable goal for you. The third thing you really need to think about, and this kind of goes without saying, but how much money can you put into this? How much money do you have? Are you using your own personal money, or are you going to start a separate bank account and use only the money that you make selling online to fuel your online store? Okay, it's gonna take time. You're not gonna have sales right away, and you guys, you know, some items take a few months to sell. You're gonna be spending money, and you're not gonna be making money right away. It takes time. It takes time to grow, to have listings. When I first started, you guys, I only had like 30 listings, and I would make one sale every like 4 or 5 days, right? So you got to think about how much money you actually have to spend. To keep my store running, you guys, I spend over $1,000 just sourcing every month, and that's not including all the things that you need to buy for your business. The nice thing about eBay and selling online in general is that it's a really low like entry cost to get started. There's always more stuff to invest in, and as your business grows, you can put more money into it, but you definitely need money up front. I would say you at least need a solid $300 to $500 just to get started. But you know, considering what it costs to start other businesses, like that's nothing, you guys. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, and this is a thing that like a lot of people really don't think about when they're starting their own business. How much space do you have, right? Like, here's a funny story, you guys. When I first started, I was working out of my one-bedroom apartment, right? And that's not that long ago. Like I said, I've been at it for 2 years, so a lot has changed in that short amount of time. But I was working in a one-bedroom apartment, and you're like, well, wait a minute, where am I going to photograph stuff? You know, where am I going to store all these hundreds of items, right? Where is my shipping station going to be? And what I can tell you is in that short amount of time, I was taking photographs of items on the floor, on a blanket. I had Tupperware containers and thrift store bags stacked floor to ceiling. I was laying things out of my bed to measure them, you guys. Like, this is a real thing. You need a lot of space. Like, as you can see now, I'm actually in my studio. I have a full-on studio setup. I have a closet that is kind of storage closet that is all my inventory. And not even all of it. I have some inventory in the basement, and I am about to grow out of that. So, bonus tip here for you guys. If you are going to have a room designated for your business in your house, there is a tax write-off for that. So most people will have a separate room for photography and shipping. I have just kind of like a table set up where I can do all my shipping, and as you saw behind me, I do all my photography in kind of like a studio that I've set up. And like I said, I have inventory in the basement, I've got inventory in the closet, I've got inventory here and there. So it's a real thing, it's a real struggle, you guys. And you know, you have to be able to find your items too. So, you know, all things to think about. The next point I want to make to you guys is definitely a thing you need to think about before you start selling on eBay. And this is huge, you guys. How motivated are you? That's right. How motivated are you to keep this going? Knowing that it's an investment, you're going to spend a lot of money on equipment up front. It's a huge learning curve, but there are plenty of outlets to learn, especially like this YouTube channel, right? So follow me, you guys, if you aren't. If you're not super motivated and you're doing it just to like make money, then you're going to burn yourself out really quick, because like I said, it is a lot of work. It does take a lot of time, and it takes a while to blossom into something that is rolling in consistent money, you guys. I am still trying to get my sales to be more consistent and at a higher volume than they are before I make the jump to full-time. So like, you know, I've been at it for 2 years, but I love every second of it, you guys. I am telling you, this is a wonderful, rewarding career path. If you choose to go the full-time route, it is a blessing, and I say that as a non-religious person. So yeah, how motivated are you? If you're a go-getter and you're watching videos and you're learning what to sell and you're constantly putting the money back into it and upgrading, you're gonna do great. You really are. Like, if I can do it, you can do it. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. But you have to be smart. You have to think about these things ahead of time, right? If you're not motivated, you're gonna get burnt out really fast, you're gonna give up, and it's gonna be a wasted effort. Now, if you're doing it just to clear your closet out or make a couple bucks on the side, like that's one thing, but it is work. Listing is work, especially in eBay, because the more of those little boxes that you fill out with miscellaneous details, the more sales you're gonna get, right? So, but like for me, I'm a lifelong learner. I love doing this. I didn't know very much, if anything, about it other than I love to thrift shop when I started. So, and here I am, you guys. So motivation is key. The support of family and friends is important too, because it's also kind of a lonely thing. You're working for yourself. You are starting your own little business. You're keeping track of the expenses. You know, you have to treat it like a business for it to be successful. So friends and family go a long way in keeping you going and keeping you motivated. So you guys, just to sum it up, what's your goal? Do you want to just clear your closet out and make a few extra bucks? Do you want a legitimate side hustle? And also, this works really well for people who are retired. Or do you want to say, I don't want to work for the man. I don't want to bust my ass to make you rich. I want to work for myself and in which case the more you give, the more you get, you guys. Is that your goal? Do you want to go full time? So that's going to determine all these other things, like how much time can you spend? How much money do you have to set aside? How are you going to do that? How much space do you guys have? Are you going to be like me, a crazy hoarder in a 1-bedroom apartment that looks like a Goodwill bin location? How motivated are you, right? How hard are you going to work? Because I'll tell you, the harder you work, the better off it is. So I'm hoping that this video enlightened you a little bit, and it gave you a little bit of insight into it's not just pick up a camera and take pictures of clothes, right? Like, you've got to really think it through if you want to be successful. Of course, there's a lot more that goes into it. This is super general, but these are the type of things you need to think about before you get started selling on eBay or Poshmark. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you got a little nugget out of it that you can take home to mom, put in your pipe and smoke it, and make some educated decisions before you dive into selling on eBay, because the last thing you want to do is get started in something that you're not going to follow through with, or you're going to lose a lot of money in. So the more research you can do up front, I'm telling you, the better off you guys will be. I watched videos for like 2 months straight before I even picked up an item to sell. So that's what I would recommend. So please, again, give my channel a subscribe, give me a like in this video, shoot me a comment. I would love to interact with you guys more. Thank you so much for stopping by. I drop new videos every Sunday, you guys. It's your boy Wayne, the Thrift Nerd, signing out. Take care and have a great day.